morning, BMS. Today is Friday, February 1st, 2019.
And this is Vance Middle School News.
I'm Zoe.
And I'm Allie.
Here's your news for today.
It's the first day of February,
That means that Valentine's Day is coming up.
which leads up to our Valentine's dance.
Don't forget that the dance is on February the 8th.
The proceeds of this dance will go to benefit St. Jude's Children's Hospital in memory of Tyler Boggs. The cost of the dance is $5.
And immediately following the dance, join us for wildlife at 6 o'clock in the gym. Also coming up soon is our winter break. It will be February 14th and 15th. The 18th will be an optional student day.
Our next challenge date for the Be President campaign is on February 21st.
We have lots going on in February that you don't want to miss out on.
The VMS yearbook is still for sale.
The cost is $25 and available until February 27th.
The club meeting after school today is book club.
It's time for today's weather with Connor.
Good morning, BMS. According to the National Weather Service, the weather for today, February 1st, will be a high of 45 degrees and a low of 35 degrees. Today will be cloudy with a 20% chance of rain showers. I am Connor with today's AccuWeather forecast. Now back to Allie and Zoe.
Here's Luke with today's sports roundup.
Good morning, BMS. I'm Luke with today's Sports Roundup. It's team tryout time here at Vance. Sports trying out this week are 7th and 8th grade baseball and 7th and 8th grade softball. Next week's boys soccer will be trying out here at Vance on February 5th and 6th. You must attend both days of the tryouts to be considered for the team. Tennis, track, and soccer sign-up sheets are still available on both 7th and 8th grade halls. There will be a mandatory meeting for track in the cafeteria on February 5th from 2:30 until 3. On February 6th, anybody interested in tennis will have a mandatory meeting in the library from 2:30 until 3. I'm Luke with today's Sports Roundup. Now back to Zoe and Allie.
And now for the first time ever this year, live It's Friday.
Good morning, VMS, and welcome to Live It's Friday. I am Madison Blair.
And I'm Chris Wilson. Today we have as our guest Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Lilly. Good morning, Dr. Lilly, and welcome to VMS Live. It's Friday.
Good morning.
Dr. Lilly, we would like to discuss with you today the ongoing crisis in public education, which is student chronic absenteeism. Dr. Lilly, how important is school attendance?
Attendance is extremely important. You know, most of what we learn is based on what we call a spiraled curriculum. And what that means is that what you are learning today builds upon what you learned yesterday or last year. So if students miss that critical information, then they have a harder time catching up and understanding the new information. And over time, that just compounds. So it gets very difficult to continue the learning progress the more days that students miss. So attendance is extremely important.
Where does our school system rank in the state in regard to school attendance?
So Tennessee used to report attendance as average daily attendance, or ADA, and basically they were reporting the percentage of students who were showing up for school. And those rates were usually pretty good, around 95%. Today, they are really looking at chronic absenteeism because they found that even though you can have a pretty good attendance rate, the fact was that some students were missing lots and lots of school. So chronic absenteeism means students who miss more than 10% of the days. So students go to school 180 days a year, so 10% of that is 18 days. And you might think, well, 18 days is a lot of days to miss, and you're correct. But it's easy for that to slip up on you because if you miss just 2 days a month, then you are going to be classified as a chronically absent student. So when we started looking at our chronic absenteeism rate, at the end of last year, it was 11.7%, which was actually up 0.6% from the year before. Now the state's chronic absenteeism rate is 13.3%. So while we're doing somewhat better than the state average, it's still way too many students who are chronically absent and missing a lot of school.
How did the Be Present campaign come about?
So the Be Present Attendance Challenge came about because we were looking for a really fun way to build awareness. You know, part of the reason I think that some students are chronically absent is because they don't think about, and their parents don't think about, what a big deal it is, as well as how much problems it can cause in the future, both in not learning the material, which leads to being behind on grade level, which can lead to increased dropout rates, and those are all huge factors to consider. So we just wanted people to be aware, and the attendance challenge seemed like a fun way to bring awareness to that. So we've had a lot of fun with it, and we hope that it's serving the purpose of making people aware of how important it is to come to school.
Will the Be Present program be ongoing, or will it just be for this year?
We definitely hope that it'll be ongoing. We did get a grant to provide some of the presents that we give out to students at the schools who win the challenge for this year, and I don't know if we'll get that grant again or not, but it seems like a lot of fun. As long as it does help build awareness about the importance of coming to school, then we'll probably keep doing it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lilly, for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here today. We really appreciate all you do for us as students in the Bristol, Tennessee City Schools.
That wraps it up for Friday Live. It's February 1st. Have a wonderful weekend.
That's all the news for today. I'm Allie.
And I'm Zoe.
Have
Have a fruity Friday.